Welcome to this training session for telecoms-billing.com. Today we're going to look at the billing section. So just to remind ourselves, once a month we're going to be uploading the CDR, and we're going to be looking at the suspense, and we're going to get customer service to resolve the suspense, and we're going to re-rate until we've got everything ready to bill. If we look at this example here, we've got December CDR, we've got 2,627 calls to process. The cost was £201.50, and the price that we're going to bill the customers is £251.94. So now we're moving on to the billing section. So we're going to bill for December 2017. We're going to set our invoice date for January the 15th. And this is the very important here is the last bill date, which is going to show us the products that we're billing. So if you look here, we've got broadband and we're billing in advance. So you see here, you can check the billing for this broadband is from the 1st of January to the 31st of January. If we set that date to February, there'll be 2 months there. And so on. In fact, you can synchronize all the items at the end of the month by clicking that, and then everybody all the products will synchronize to the end of the month. So the idea now, you can see that your total is £301.93, and you can export this to Excel, and a separate video will show you how to use a pivot table, but that will just export to Excel, and you can analyze and double check your bills. So you could check the calls against your provider invoice. You could double check, for example, or your broadband, make sure you haven't missed anything. Anyway, when you're absolutely fine that that's the total amount you want to bill, press the create bills button. There's no going back from here. Well, there is if you contact support, but basically try and get it right before you do that. So this is now going to process £301.94 and 93 rather, and you're going to put that in your notebook so you can be sure what's gone through. We'll look at the bills themselves in a moment on the website, but look here. So we've got the same invoices, and if you've got Sage, or if you've got Zero, or if you've got Microsoft CRM, this is the point where we can push them through into Sage, and you can see here on the home page the sort of notes that it's making. It's just made invoice number 128021 inside Sage. So that's that done. So the invoices are done, and just, I mean, normally you wouldn't do all this in one go, but we can now, if we download show this and download the bills and summary, I'll show you those bills, and then we can download those invoices from Sage as well if we wanted to. So let's look at the output folder here and see what it's pushing out. There are only two. These are the spreadsheets that we had from before, and there are only two things for each one at the moment. So we have a little, we have the Excel spreadsheet, or the CSV file of everything that's been produced. You can see it here. Those are all the numbers, every call basically. There's a summary summary HTML, which is the bill with all the products and the landline calls, and a total here, and a breakdown per handset, and a breakdown per destination. So that can come out in PDF and HTML, and you can basically email those two documents out to the customer in combination with the Sage, which I'm going to show you now. So if I fire up Sage, bring that through, and open wrong Sage, open up our demo copy of Sage where these invoices are going through. And then if we look at the invoices, and you see here the January bill for Redware with the monthly stuff. If we actually update that onto the ledgers, then we can, when we run this process here, it's going to download that invoice itself from Sage into our output folder. Give it a chance. So there's the invoice directly out from Sage. So basically then these three files together, the Sage invoice, the CSV file, and the HTML or PDF, you can either upload them to the customer portal or email them out directly. And if we look at this in the on the website, so separately we can see the customer portal in another video, but here, if for customer service purposes, if you go and if you search your customer, and then this time if we look in the bills section, we'll see that bill here. Here's the bill for January the 15th, and there's the items and the totals. Okay, so that's your billing process. Just to refresh your memory, you're going to start off with the suspense is all cleared down, and then you're going to do create the bills after you've exported the spreadsheet. You're going to then take those same and create the invoices, and at the end you can do the fulfillment and create all the PDFs and export files that you want, or just let your customer go into the customer portal. So that's billing. Thanks for listening.